What is up, everybody? I'm going to be talking about my Sonic action figure collection. It's pretty much all the characters that they released. There's a couple that I don't have in this collection, but let's get into it. So right off the bat, we got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Silver, Shadow, Super Silver, all the Chaos Emeralds, Super Sonic, Hedgehog Sonic, the sword for Sonic from that one Black Knight game or whatever, all the little stands for these characters that came with them, then Jet, and then another version of Sonic. This is from, I believe it was Sonic Riders. They got their little boards, pretty much like skateboards. It's funny. And then we got Eggman, Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is the only one that I kept part of the packaging to, because it kind of was like a little chamber for him if I ever did like stop motions or something. I don't know. That's why I kept that. But yeah, he's in the packaging. I am going to do a different camera angle showing these and probably like swiveling them around in a circle, showing more in depth on these. This is just kind of an overview to start off with. Then we got, I don't quite remember his name. Is it Croc? Probably going to laugh at me or type something mean in the comments because I don't remember his name. His name is Ezio. And then I have the invisible version of Ezio. Well, translucent I should say. Then we got vehicles. Now, I don't know why Sonic would need a car. Okay, why would Sonic need a car? The fastest hedgehog alive, and Sonic needs a car. What were you thinking, Sega? But whatever, I got Sonic's car right here. Then we got Knuckles' big four-wheeler. And I have two Knuckles, that Knuckles and then that Knuckles. I used to have two Sonics, but I'd Sharpied one. I'm gonna try to soak that one in alcohol, but when I sell this collection, I'm not gonna sell that one because it was Sharpied and stuff. I had Sharpied it black because I made like an evil version of Sonic when I used to play with these. But here's Shadow's bike as well. I don't know, I think these are pretty rare as well because when I look up collections of these, I don't really find them, as well as looking for them on eBay. The ones that I do see are pretty expensive, so I'm going to do a pretty decent deal on this whole lot, I think. But whatever, I'll tell you about the little repairs I've had to make. I've only had to make repairs to 3 of these figures, and here's Shadow. I fixed his leg. It's not coming apart now. I used like the best glue for any of this. Both, like a leg here and a leg here, not both legs. Now both legs on the translucent Ezio I had to fix. None of the other ones are broken. All of them are in good condition. And then the minute factory defects. Some of the joints are of them. Like, hold on, let me see if I could find an example here. Maybe I fixed that too. I don't know. Like, one side of the joint would be off of the little click thing. I don't know. But in all in all, I can't even talk right now. I don't even know. I managed to get some of the other little factory defects, like that have little black marks on them in places, but I pretty much got all those off. Like I said, these are in good condition. These are the Sonic the Hedgehog ones. I have a couple other ones, like a really rare Sonic Action Battle 2. I might do separate videos on those, we'll see. But I also have all the stands, like I said, for these. So I think that's a pretty good overview. We're going to cut to another camera angle and get more in depth. Sonic. Tails. Knuckles. Amy. Silver. Shadow. Pretty sure he was my favorite out of the collection. Super Sonic. I'm just gonna have to balance him like this because he won't balance on his stand up here. But yeah, it's also pretty interesting how the bodies move in the center as well. There was lots of mobility with these. Super Silver. It's also pretty cool how all the molds for these characters, even their super variants, they have like their hair flips up how it's supposed to, which is pretty cool. I'll probably put it in the eBay description, because like I said, I will be selling these. Super Shadow. Try not to have him fall over. Hedgehog Sonic. Pretty detailed, look at that. I know this is a long video, but Jet. I have not seen a collection this size on YouTube or anywhere. So here you go. His board too, might slide off. And his feet connect to that board if you couldn't already have assumed that. Sonic Riders Sonic. Eggman. Now he didn't come with a stand because his feet were long enough to stand up, even hold up his fat body. There he is in his triple XL Michael Jackson jacket. There you go. Croc, that's what he's gonna go by, even though it's probably not his name. Correct me in the comments below. I wish I remembered because he was in Sonic Heroes. There he is. Bang. Ezio. I had to tilt his body that way so he'd be balanced. He didn't come with a stand either because his feet were pretty big. And this is what I was talking about by the factory defect. They're like, there's nothing you could do about these factory defects. Some of them just came with them. But other than that, he's pristine. Translucent Ezio. Hopefully the vehicles don't roll off and kill the characters right now, but here's Sonic's car. And all these roll good as well. The taillights kind of reminded me of the front end of the Mach 5. Knuckles and his four-wheeler, he does come off there, but I didn't feel like taking him off. And you cannot find these in stores anymore. They've been out of stores for years and years. The Chaos Emeralds. Shadow's bike. The one from the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Look at that. Oh, and real quick, these are Jazwares. That's the brand that made these. These are the most detailed, movable Sonic action figures that have been put into production and made. So I just want to throw that in there before I end the video. So like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you're new, it would be greatly appreciated if you subscribe. I'm trying to pass 1,000 so I can get my monetization back and start uploading here a lot more. So have a great day, and like I said, if you want to buy these, the description will be below. I am going to try to find some bubble wrap and do some layering things so that they ship really nice. Alright, peace.